Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great working in your classrooms or getting back to school. Today I am going to share Magic Management. This is my favorite individual management plan. So if that's something that you could use, keep watching. Go ahead and hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, I appreciate that. So today, like I said, I'm going to talk to you about the Magic Management that is called Circle a Smile. I first learned this from my colleague, Carly Jarvis, when I went back into the classroom after being out doing administrative things for about 10 years. So I was shocked that I wasn't just the queen of perfect classroom management. And this is something that really assisted me because it was a way to immediately reinforce what was happening. And it was also very positive. So like I said, it's called Circle Smile. I will attach this how-to down below, so you can just link on that and print that out if that's something that you would like to do. What you do is you first start with smile stickers. I just bought these at Target in their dollar department, but any smile stickers will do. And then I cut out a strip of 4. You can do it vertically or you can do it horizontally. It doesn't matter. But you cut out 4 smiles. They can be big smiles, they can be small smiles, whatever works for you. And then you're going to just get some packaging tape. This is on sale right now at Costco, by the way, for like $15 for 8 rolls. Really good deal. Anyway, you just get some packaging tape, put it right over your smiles, and stick it right on the child's desk. The reason you're going to do this is because they're going to use a dry erase marker to circle those smiles every single day when they earn Circle Smiles. So they get this on their desk and then they come to school. If it's the first day of school, easy, you just explain it. But if you decide to implement that after you've already started school, then just tell them, oh my gosh, you guys are ready for this really fun, exciting, advanced management plan. And this is how it works. Every day you want to earn Circle Smiles. So you can earn Circle Smiles by coming in and following the procedures for getting ready to work in school. You can get Circle Smiles for walking quietly in the hall. You can get Circle Smiles for picking up garbage, for being a good friend, for handing in your homework, for handing in your assignments, for doing your best, all of these things. So you're just going to really get excited about it. And then you're going to teach the kids how to actually circle a smile. Okay, the next step is I teach my students how to use a whiteboard marker and actually circle a smile. I like the Office Depot markers because you can glue a little pom-pom on the end and that can be the eraser. But the Expo markers don't work as well because you put the end in the end. So if that makes sense. Anyway, I teach the kids with your dry erase marker. If I say, hey, Sage, great job writing your name on your paper first. Go ahead and circle a smile. Sage is just going to go right here and circle a smile. And then as the day goes on, maybe we're walking down the hall and Sage reaches down and picks up a piece of paper on the floor. I'm going to say, Sage, when we get back to class, circle a smile for picking up that garbage. And she gets back to class, circles a smile. I'm very specific with my praise, and the goal is to get 4 circle smiles during the day. So that is a lot of positive feedback, and it's very specific, like I said. So let's pretend that the day continues and Sage circles 4 smiles. And then it's time to go home. She's going to leave those 4 circle smiles until tomorrow in the morning when I walk around and I check each of my students. I check they have like a little planner that I check. I want to just check in with them, say hey. But they are going to put out what's called the star chart. This is a star chart I got at the dollar store, 24 for $1, I believe. I think this one's from the dollar store as well. You could even make your own. It's just a 5x5 grid. So the next day I whiz around to each of the kids really quickly. And if they have circled 4 smiles, then I am going to just put a star on their star chart. So little star on their star chart. And then they erase their circle smiles and it's a new day. And then the next day, circle smile. And then if they get them, then a star. So 4 circle smiles equals 1 star. And they are going to fill up 25 stars before they get like a tangible reward. So I love this because it's very intrinsically motivated as far as getting very specific praise for Circle Smiles. And then once they have 25, then they get to choose an actual prize. I usually will say, hey, everybody, at the end of when you fill up your 25 stars, I bought this big box of little bags of chips from Costco, and you get a bag of chips. It's funny that they love chips. I don't know. Sometimes I do chips. Sometimes I'll do books from Scholastic that I've gotten for free, or I will do things that I've cleaned out of my house that I'm going to send like to a thrift store, stuffed animals, junk jewelry. I'll put it in my treasure box so you can see some of these random things. And so sometimes at the end of the 25 stars, the kids can just choose out of my random treasure box. So the option of the reward at the end can be whatever you want it to be. This works for all grades, and because of the prize you choose, 6th graders will work for something, as well as kindergartners or 1st graders. So that is the circle part, the very positive, specific praise. Now, another reason I like Circle Smile is because it also has some consequences. So if my name's Sage and I have circled 2 smiles in the day, and all of a sudden I am really frustrated and I yell out loud a swear word. Oh my hell. Well, then as a teacher, I would just walk over very quietly, whisper to Sage, you know what? That doesn't work in our class, so you're going to have to cross off a smile. Oh my gosh, devastating. Crossing off a smile is really devastating. But so what Sage has to do is erase the smiles she earned and cross off 1 smile. That is just a warning. That's just me saying to Sage, you know what? We don't talk like that in our class. So that's a warning. Now, if Sage continues and has a perfect day, then she can start again. I might tell her in the afternoon, hey, you can cross off your cross off and start circling smiles again. But if Sage doesn't have a great day and maybe an hour later something else happens, she might have to cross off a 2nd smile. She doesn't follow procedure, doesn't follow a rule, has to cross off a 2nd smile. Now, never, ever, ever keep kids in for recess. That is like the worst punishment we can give them. It's really a punishment for us because I want my Diet Coke, I want my bathroom break, and the kid that you keep in for recess is usually the kid that needs recess the most. So don't keep kids in for recess. But if they cross off 2 smiles, they just get to come and talk to me for about 1 minute the next time we have a break. And we talk and I say, Sage, I need you to commit to not use that language in our classroom. And so Sage will say, okay, I commit to use kind words in our classroom. And I'll write it down and she signs it and off she goes. I use the word commit because I know in my own situation, if I say, I'm not going to eat sugar, oh, there's a candy bar. But if I say, I commit to not eat sugar, I'm a lot more careful. So I use that language with kids. So that is if you have to cross off 2 smiles. Now, let's pretend that Sage continues to have a bad day. And it's in the afternoon and she has to cross off 3 smiles. Oh no, 3 smiles. I immediately get the kids doing something independently and I pull Sage or whoever the child is out in the hall. In my phone, I have all the kids' parents' phone numbers. And I say to Sage, we're going to call your mom or your dad and tell them what happened today. So I actually dial the number and hand her the phone. Now this is great because Sage is going to start to cry. That's not great, but she's going to say, I used a bad word in class. And then I'm going to grab the phone and say, hello, Sage's mom. I'm going to call you after school and explain what happened, but I wanted Sage to tell you. Okay, thanks, bye. Click. If you get their machine, if you get their voicemail, you still just have Sage say, I said a bad word in class or whatever it is, and then I will still leave a message. Click. Now, what this avoids is Sage getting picked up by mom after school and telling mom, my teacher hates me. She was mean to me today. And so mom is already a little bit frustrated before she ever gets the call from you. Having kids call their mom before the kid gets home is just a really, really smart thing to do. So that is 3 cross-offs. Now, if she gets 4 cross-offs, that's when she gets to go to the office and have a chat with the principal. I rarely have gotten even to 3 cross-offs. One thing I've found is because there are levels, kids usually have to cross off 1, which is a warning, or cross off 2, which is a new commitment, and then they're fine, they're good. And then the next day, erase, and they didn't get a star for that day, but that's okay because we just start over again. So this is called Circle a Smile. Honestly, it is magic. I love, love, love this discipline plan. Some of my college students have kind of tweaked it to go with their classroom theme. So if they had like a Harry Potter theme, they've done Circle a Wand, or a Disney theme, they've done Circle a Mickey Mouse. That's really fun too. It's completely up to you. But the idea of these levels, lots and lots and lots of specific positive praise, I think it really works. So try it out, and please comment down below things that you think would work with this, things that you think are crazy. I appreciate your comments. Cheers to being a teacher. Go out and change the world.